Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Q&I summer course. So, students, first let me introduce myself. I'm Sunit Kumar, your mathematics teacher. We'll continue with the first chapter which we were doing, that is number system. So, we were doing rationalization in the previous class, students, and let's start and let's again revise what we had done in the previous class and then do further topics. Okay. So as I said, we'll continue with this chapter number system. Today we are on ninth lecture of this chapter. And prerequisites for today's class is you should know the operations on real numbers, that is addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. And you should know about the concept of real numbers. The outline for today's class, students, is we'll be doing rationalization. So we had started this topic in the previous class. We'll continue with this. So what we had done in the previous class, I'll quickly recap that and then we can start doing the questions. So in the previous class, students, what we had done, that if we have a number of the form 1 by root a, and if we have to rationalize the denominator. So we had also seen why there is a need of rationalization. So the need for rationalization is that there in the standard form, we cannot have a irrational number in the denominator. So that's why there is a need to rationalize the denominator. So when we have an irrational number like this in the denominator, in the form root a, then what we do is multiply both the numerator and denominator by root a, so that we get root a over a. So in this form, here you can see that the denominator is a rational number. It is not an irrational number. Okay. Yeah.
Yes,
So
sir.
if you attempt this question in the same concept which we have discussed, so 1 by root 7 can be rationalized, the denominator can be rationalized by multiplying both numerator and denominator by root 7. So this will give you root 7 over 7. Okay. Yeah, we also multiply it by its conjugate, but here because it is a single irrational number of the form root a, so there does not exist any conjugate here. In the next two types of questions, we find the conjugate and then we multiply the conjugate. Okay. Yes, Arush, root 7 by 7 is the correct answer. You are correct. Rudra, yes, we have to multiply by the conjugate and we'll discuss this also. Now, the other form, students, let's say if we have something of the form 1a plus minus root b. So if we have 1a plus root b, then in that case, the conjugate would be a minus root b. And if we have a minus root b in the denominator, the conjugate will be a plus root b. So here, what we do is we multiply both numerator and denominator by a minus plus root b. So this will be a plus minus root b multiplied by its conjugate, that is minus plus root b. This means that if there is a plus sign in the denominator, we have to multiply by a minus root b, and if there is negative sign in the denominator, then we multiply it by the positive sign a plus root b. Clear? Third form, if we have something like this, 1 by root a plus minus root b. Here, in the denominator, both are square root terms. Here, the conjugate will be root a minus plus root b. And we will multiply both numerator and denominator by this conjugate, that is root a minus plus root b. Is this clear? All three methods or rules, is it clear to everyone? All of this? Those who could not attend the previous class can note this down so that they understand the questions which we are going to do today in the class. Anay, so you can write it separately also. So I'll write it separately so that there is no confusion. So if we have 1a plus root b, then in that case a minus root b is the conjugate, and we multiply both numerator and denominator by a minus root b. If we have 1a minus root b, we multiply both numerator and denominator by a plus root b, like this. So plus minus, if there is plus minus here, you will multiply by minus plus. Means if we have plus sign, then we multiply by minus. What is on the top, the sign on the top will be considered. And if we are considering the sign in the bottom, that is minus, then we'll multiply by plus. In the third case also, it's the same. Means if it is 1 by root a plus root b, the conjugate here is root a minus root b. So you multiply both numerator and denominator by root a minus root b. Similarly, if we have root a minus root b, we multiply both numerator and denominator by root a plus root b. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good, good, good. So please quickly note this down, and then we can move to the next, the questions basically. Has everyone written it down, and has everyone understood the concept of how to rationalize the denominator in different forms? Okay, great. Let's go to the next now. So we have to rationalize the denominator of the form 1 by root 7 minus root 6. So what is the conjugate here of root 7 minus root 6, students? What is the conjugate here of root 7 minus root 6? Yes, it is root 7 plus root 6. So what we do to rationalize the denominator, we multiply both numerator and denominator by the conjugate of the denominator. So conjugate of root 7 minus root 6 is root 7 plus root 6. So we multiply both numerator and denominator by root 7 plus root 6. So 1 into root 7 plus root 6 is root 7 plus root 6 in the numerator. In the denominator, you have a minus b into a plus b. This is a square minus b square. So this is root 7 square minus root 6 square. So that is root 7 plus root 6 by 7 minus 6. So that is root 7 plus root 6 by 1, which is nothing but root 7 plus root 6. Yes, you are correct. Anay, Aditi, Arush, all of you are correct. If we rationalize the denominator in this question, the answer is root 7 plus root 6. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
good. So let's move to the next question, students. If you have noted, has everyone noted this down? I'll just give you some more time. You can note this down and we can move to the next question. So students, let's move to the next now. Now here we have to rationalize the denominator, uh, 1 by root 5 plus root 2. So we'll multiply numerator and denominator by the conjugate of the denominator, that is root 5 plus root 2. Root 5 plus root 2 is an irrational number. So that's why we have to rationalize the denominator. So we will multiply by the conjugate of this. So this is 1 into root 5 minus root 2 divided by root 5 plus root 2 and multiplied by its conjugate. So this is root 5 minus root 2 divided by root 5 square minus root 2 square. So this is root 5 minus root 2 over 5 minus 2, or root 5 minus root 2 over 3. Yes, Anay, it is correct. Root 5 minus root 2 by 3. Rudra and Anay, both of you are correct. Good. Everyone else? Yes, Aditi, you are also correct. Everyone else, please note this down.
Sir, done.
Kamalan, Subhranshu, are you guys also able to understand this? Hana and Aditi,
Yes, sir.
Arsh,
Yes, sir.
Samagn and Saktivel. Both of you have also understood? Good, good. Let's move to the next question, students. Quickly rationalize the denominator and tell me the answer. What is the answer here? Attempt this question on your own and try to solve it and tell me the answer. So you have to rationalize the denominator root 7 minus 2. There is no square root on 2. It's a normal number 2. So 1 by root 7 minus 2.
Sir, answer will be root 7 plus 2 upon 3.
Yes,
Sorry,
the answer.
yes, 3.
Yeah, answer is root 7 plus 2 upon 3. So Anay, yes, you are correct. Rudra, yes, you are also correct. So what we do, students, we multiply both numerator and denominator by the conjugate of root 7 minus 2. So we will multiply the numerator by root 7 plus 2, which is the conjugate of root 7 minus 2, into root 7 minus 2, and then multiply it with root 7 plus 2. So this is root 7 plus 2 by root 7 square minus 2 square, right? So this is root 7 plus 2 by 7 minus 4. This is root 7 plus 2 over 3. So this is, the answer here, because in the denominator we have a rational number. So we have rationalized the irrational number which is there in the denominator to a rational number. Yes, Hana, you are also correct. Aditi and Rudra, you guys are also correct. Good. Those who could not do it, please note this down so that we can move to the next question now. Okay, let's move to the next now. So simplify each of the following by rationalizing the denominator. So you have to rationalize the denominator and simplify it. So please attempt this question and then we can discuss it. So I'll give you some time to attempt this question. So you have to keep in mind that you have to rationalize the denominator and not the numerator. So you have to multiply both numerator and denominator by the conjugate of the denominator. So since in the denominator we have 5 minus root 6, conjugate of 5 minus root 6 is 5 plus root 6, and you will multiply both numerator and denominator by 5 plus root 6. One is not the answer. Students who are writing 1 as answer, 1 is not the answer. Please recheck it.
Sir, answer will be 5 plus root 6 upon 1. 19.
So 5 plus root 6 upon 9. The denominator is correct, but numerator you will have to check. Numerator is not correct. Okay, let me solve it for you guys. The first question. So here what we'll do, you have to rationalize the denominator. So you will multiply the conjugate of denominator, that is 5 plus root 6, to both numerator and denominator. So you have 5 minus root 6. So you will multiply it by 5 plus root 6. So here in the numerator, we have 5 plus root 6 whole square divided by 5 square minus root 6 square. Why? Because in the denominator, we have a minus b into a plus b form, where you can write it as a square minus b square. Now in the numerator, when you open it open it up, means a plus b whole square, use that identity a square plus 2ab plus b square. So you have 5 square plus root 6 square plus 2 times 5 times root 6 divided by 5 square is 25 and root 6 square is 6. So this is 25 plus 6 plus 10 root 6 divided by 19. So 25 plus 6 is 31 plus 10 root 6 over 19. Yes, Rudra, you are correct. Good. Okay, so you have to be careful. You have to see whether it is root 5 square or it is 5 square. 5 square will be 25 and not 5. So you have to be careful there. As well as in the numerator, you have a plus b whole square. So you will use this identity. A plus b whole square is a square plus b square plus 2ab. And one identity in the denominator which we are using is a minus b into a plus b is equal to a square minus b square. So you have to apply the identities wherever needed. Then only you will get the correct answer. Is it clear, students? Has everyone understood this? Students, those who have answered the questions and those who have not answered, has everyone understood this? Have you noted this down? Okay, great. So let's move to the next question, students. So be careful when you are answering the question. Take time, do it correctly in the first go. So it's a similar question. You have to simplify this by rationalizing the denominator. So denominator is 7 minus 3 root 5. You will multiply both numerator and denominator by the conjugate of this denominator. So conjugate of 7 minus 3 root 5 is 7 plus 3 root 5. So you have to use that and multiply both numerator and denominator. And then try to convert this irrational number in the denominator into rational number. So that's how you will rationalize the denominator. So solve it and tell me the answer. Be careful with the calculations. Don't make silly mistakes. Yes, Rudra, you are correct. Very good. Waiting for others to answer as well. So students, here the denominator is 7 minus 3 root 5. So you will multiply both numerator and denominator by the conjugate of 7 minus 3 root 5, that is 7 plus 3 root 5. Yes, Subhranshu, you are also correct. Anay and Arush, yes, you guys are also correct. So when we multiply by 7 plus 3 root 5 in both numerator and denominator, and then solve it. So in numerator, students will get 7 plus 3 root 5 whole square, and in denominator we have 7 square minus of 3 root 5 square. So this is, in the numerator, you will have a square plus b square plus 2ab. So this is 7 square plus 3 root 5 square plus 2 into 7 into 3 root 5 divided by 49 minus 3 root 5 square is 3 root 5 into 3 root 5. So 3 into 3 is 9. Root 5 into root 5 is 5. So 9 into 5 will be 45. So here we have 49 plus 45 plus 7 twos are 14, 3s are 42 root 5 divided by 4. So this is 94 plus 42 root 5 over 4. So in the numerator, you can take 2 as common. So 2 is a common factor. Let us take it outside. So we have 47 plus 21 root 5 divided by 4. So 2 gets cancelled here. So we have 47 plus 21 root 5 divided by 2. So this is, the simplified form where you have rationalized the denominator. And this is the answer for this question. Is it clear to everyone? Has everyone noted this down? Those who could not solve it? Most of you have done it. Others who have not been able to, have you noted this down, students? Students, have you noted this down? Have you understood it? Please give me a thumbs up if you have noted this down and understood this. Okay, good, good, good. So let's move to the next one now. So in this question, again, you have to rationalize the denominator. So the denominator is 2 root 2 plus 3 root 3. The conjugate of that will be 2 root 2 minus 3 root 3. You will just change the sign which is there in between. And then multiply both numerator and denominator by the conjugate of denominator. And then simplify it. Tell me the answer. So the denominator here is 2 root 2 plus 3 root 3, which is an irrational number. So that's why we multiply both numerator and denominator by the conjugate of denominator. So the conjugate of denominator is 2 root 2 minus 3 root 3. So we multiply both numerator and denominator by 2 root 2 minus 3 root 3. So 2 root 3 minus root 5 into 2 root 2 minus 3 root 3. And here 2 root 2 plus 3 root 3 into 2 root 2 minus 3 root 3. So answer is a bit long and the calculations are also long. You may take time. Continue, complete it and tell me the answer. Arus, it's not that simplified an answer. Check the answer. The answer has many terms. Okay. Yes, Rudra, you are correct. Good. Excuse me. So if you multiply this, students, in the numerator, what you are going to get is 2 root 3 into 2 root 2 will be 4 root 6. 2 root 3 into 3 root 3 is minus of 6 into 3 minus of 18. Root 5 into 2 root 2 is minus of 2 root 10. And then root 5 into 3 root 3 is plus of 3 root 15. Divided by, we have 2 root 2 square minus 3 root 3 square. So we will have 4 root 6. Okay. So we have 4 root 6 minus 18 minus 2 root 10 plus 3 root 15 divided by 2 into 2 is 4, root 2 into root 2 is 2, 4 into 2 is 8 minus 3 3s are 9 into 3 is 27. So you will have 4 root 6 minus 18 minus 2 root 10 plus 3 root 15 divided by 8 minus 27 is minus 19. Now you should not have negative in the denominator in standard form. So you will multiply both numerator and denominator by -1 so that you can get rid of this negative sign in the denominator. So the sign in the numerator will change. So in numerator you will have 18 plus 2 root 10 minus 4 root 6 minus 3 root 15 divided by 19. Is it clear to everyone? So this is your final answer. You cannot further simplify it because in the numerator you have different terms. These are not like terms. Is it clear to everyone? Have you all been able to understand it and do it on your own as well? You need to tell me, students, so if you have understood it. Have you understood this? And have you noted this down? Okay, good. So shall we move to the next one now? Okay. The next question here, if both A and B are rational number, find the values of A and B. So I'll solve one of these type of questions so that you can solve the other questions which are of similar type. So in this question, what you need to do, you need to write this LHS in this form A plus B root 3. So in the RHS, you can see that there is no denominator. That means you have to rationalize the denominator first in the LHS. So you start with LHS. This is root 3 minus 1 over root 3 plus 1. Now, if you have to rationalize the denominator, you will multiply by the conjugate of denominator, that is root 3 minus 1 in both numerator and denominator. So you are going to get root 3 minus 1 whole square divided by root 3 square minus of 1 square. So this is a minus b whole square means root 3 square plus 1 square minus 2 times root 3 into 1 divided by 3 minus 1. So we have 3 plus 1 minus 2 root 3 over 2. So this is 4 minus 2 root 3 over 2. So divide by 2, you will get 2 minus root 3. Now what we need to do, we need to compare these two together to find the value of A and B. So 2, you can write 2 minus root 3 as 2 plus of minus of root 3 is equal to A plus B root 3, or you can write this as 2 plus of minus 1 into root 3 is A plus B root 3. Now if you compare the coefficients, the coefficient 2 here, the constant term 2 will be equal to A and this negative 1 will be equal to B. So that means the value of A here is 2 and value of B here is -1 if you compare both LHS and RHS and the coefficients together. Is this clear to everyone? How to solve these kind of questions? So wherever you have the denominator as an irrational number, rationalize it. Then try to write that number in the form a plus b root 3. If there is a positive sign, you will take the negative sign inside the bracket and then equate it to b and find the value of a separately by comparing the coefficients and constant terms. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, sir. Crystal clear.
So please note this down
Mm.
and then we can do few questions based on this. Let's do some questions now. Please attempt this. 3 plus root 7 by 3 minus root 7 is equal to a plus b root 7. So you have to first rationalize the denominator in the LHS, write it in the form a plus b root 7, and then compare the coefficients and constant term to find the value of a and b. So students, you have to first rationalize the denominator here, 3 minus root 7. So you will multiply both numerator and denominator by 3 plus root 7. Rationalize the denominator in the left hand side of this equation. Then whatever number you get after rationalizing the denominator, equate it with the RHS. So you will have to write the LHS
Sir,
also
can
in
I
this
tell the
form.
answer?
Yeah, what is the answer?
Sir, the answer will be 8 plus 2 root 7, where
The
8 is
value.
equal to A and
Okay.
2 is equal to B.
Just check the value for B. A is correct, but B I think is not correct. Just check it once. Check the calculation once. So if we rationalize the LHS, denominator in LHS, we will have 3 plus root 7 and we will multiply by the conjugate of denominator, that is 3 plus root 7 in both numerator and denominator. We will get 3 plus root 7 whole square by 3 square minus root 7 square. So this is 9 plus 7 plus 2 times 3 into root 7 divided by 9 minus 7. So this is 16 plus 6 root 7 by 9 minus 7 is 2. Take 2 as common, you will have 8 plus 3 root 7 over 2. This gets cancelled. Now equate this 8 plus 3 root 7 to a plus b root 7 and then you will get the value a is equal to 8 and b is equal to 3. Yes, correct. Arush and Rudra. The value of a is 8 and value of b is 3. Is it clear? Students, is it clear to everyone? Have you understood the concept?
Yes, sir.
So Kamalan, Samagna, have you been able to understand? Hana and Saktivel?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I'm asking you guys because you are not proactively involved. So that's why I'm asking. You may be doing it, but yeah, if you tell me the answers, then your involvement will be there and you will be engaged in the class. So let's go to the next question, students. Please try and solve. Okay, I'll repeat this, Hannah. Yes. So in this question, what we did here, that we had 3 plus root 7 by 3 minus root 7, which is equal to a plus b root 7. So in these questions, what we do is we rationalize the denominator first. So denominator here was 3 minus root 7. So we multiplied both numerator and denominator by the conjugate of 3 minus root 7. That is 3 plus root 7. So we'll have in the numerator, we'll have 3 plus root 7 square. And in the denominator, we have 3 minus root 7 into 3 plus root 7. Use the identity a minus b into a plus b. It will be a square minus b square in the denominator. That is 3 square minus root 7 square. 3 square is 9, root 7 square is 7. So 9 minus 7, you will get 2 in the denominator. And in the numerator, we have 3 plus root 7 whole square. So this is nothing but 3 square plus root 7 square plus 2 times 3 times root 7. So when you solve this, you will get this. 16 plus 6 root 7 by 2. Now in the numerator, we have taken 2 as common. And then we have 8 plus 3 root 7 remaining. If we equate it to a plus b root 7, you will find that the value of a will be 8 and value of b is 3 by comparing the coefficients on both LHS and RHS. Is it clear now, Anna? Okay. Next question, students. You have to find the value of a and b. So the question is 5 plus 2 root 3 by 7 plus 4 root 3 is equal to a plus b root 3. Rationalize the denominator on the LHS and then try to equate and find the value of a and b. So students, after this question, we will practice on the platform. So be ready with your login IDs and password. So we'll go and practice on the platform. We'll do the questions similar to what we are doing right now. So because we have practiced here, if you practice on the platform, you will get to know how proficient you are and you can check your topic proficiency. What is the value of a and b is what you have to find in this question. So first, multiply both numerator and denominator by the conjugate of 7 plus 4 root 3, that is 7 minus 4 root 3 in both numerator as well as denominator. And then equate it with the RHS. Find the value of a and b separately. So here the conjugate of the denominator 7 plus 4 root 3 is 7 minus 4 root 3. So if we start with LHS, we will multiply both numerator and denominator by the conjugate, that is 7 minus 4 root 3. So once you multiply both numerator and denominator, now here you will multiply one by one. So 5 multiplied by 7, 5 into 7 minus 5 into 4 root 3. Yes, Rudra, it is correct. A is 11 and B is minus 6. So we multiply 5 by 7, then 5 by 4 root 3, then 2 root 3 into 7, and then we have negative of 2 root 3 into 4 root 3 divided by 7 square minus 4 root 3 square. Yes, Arush, you are also correct. So this is equal to 35 minus of 20 root 3 plus 14 root 3, and we have 8 into 3 minus 24 divided by 49, and 4 4s are 16 into 3 is 48. So you have 35 minus 24 is 11 minus 6 root 3 over 1. So this is 11 plus of minus 6 root 3. If you equate it to a plus b root 3, you will find that value of a is 11 and value of b is minus 6. Is it clear to everyone? Value of a and b. Has everyone been able to understand this? Okay, good. Now students, we are going to practice on the platform. So we'll go and so please log in the platform with your login ID and password. I'll also do that along with you. Has everyone noted this down? Please quickly note this down so that we can go ahead and start practicing. Okay, so everyone should practice. You should not leave the meeting in between. You should not leave the class in between. So practicing is also very important. Okay. Okay.